Tarot is for fun and entertainment purposes only. Full disclaimer in the description box. Timestamps included for your convenience. See you in the video. Well, hello my beautiful stars. I hope you're all well. Still trying to sort out the heater for the boat, but while I'm just waiting for somebody to check on something, I thought let me quickly come and do another reading for you. I've had a couple of comments about, and I'm going to call her and him by acronyms, okay? CK and EK, and the pew pew that took place last September. And I have done a reading on Erica some time back. I will pop it on screen and I will also link it in the description box. Look what fell out. Look what fell out. As I mentioned her name. A devil card. A devil card. Oh. And I haven't even asked the question. In any case, and I think it was a member or a subscriber or somebody that had asked me if Marai was in the same sort of program as what Madam was. But before we get to that reading, I just want to ask the cards a general question. Can the cards please tell us more about that day and the events? I've never touched on it. I've never gone down that route because everybody had jumped onto it and the whole lot. But now that I've got the true crime oracles, let's ask, can the cards please tell us what we need to know about that day? Let's have a look and see. What have the cards got to tell us about that day? Trapped. Trapped. Who is trapped? Who's behind bars? Who's behind bars? What's this card? Why did this card come up? I'm going to leave it in because this is not the question that we're asking, but I think I know what it's telling me. I think I know what it's telling me. And I'll ask a question about that. Let's have a look. Can you just tell us something about that fateful day, not faithful, fateful day in Salt Lake City? What happened then? Oh, these cards are so slippery. They are literally slipping and sliding all over the show here. They're literally slipping and sliding all over the show. What can you tell us about that fateful day? Let's have a look here. Cover up. There's a cover up. There's a big cover up happening. Well, I think a lot of us sort of like intimated, surmised. Oh, look here. Cereal. And there's a pew pew from a high distance. From a high distance. Somebody, a professional. A professional. That looks like a professional that does it for a living. That does it for a living. That gets paid to do it. Whew. Parting. That's an odd card. Let's continue reading and then I'll figure that out. A male. Accomplice, partner in crime. Partner in crime. I almost want to venture, and please note that this is not a political reading whatsoever or whatever. I've got no skin in the game here. I'm literally reading the cards. And what I'm reading here is there's definitely a cover up. Somebody that's a professional professional hitman. It's a male, and there's an accomplice. There's a partner in crime. There's a partner in crime here. The party of red. The party of red is what is coming to me here in this reading. The party of red knows more than they're leading on to. The party of red is covering this up. And give me 2 seconds here. He is picking up this energy here, and he is sitting in the bedroom. He's just gone there on his own, and now he's sitting picking up energy. Give me a second, guys. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry, where was I? Okay. What I'm basically picking up here is that the party of red knows about it. They know there's a cover-up. They know there's accomplices. Let's continue pulling cards. Accident. Oh, revenge. Desert. Desert. It's an absolute, this accident card here, it's not literally talking to me about an accident. This is telling me, this is a train wreck. This is a train wreck. But there's definitely been some revenge in here. Because wasn't there reports that Charlie did not want to go along with certain things? And there's also all the reports about the planes that are in those areas. The planes that are in the areas of the lands of the pyramids, and the one just across the border from them. One just across the border from them that is currently embroiled in another setup. There's definitely the country with the blue and white star involved. And there's definitely accomplice. Let's pull more. Dating. Okay. Power supply. Supply of power. Let's pull one more card and see. There we go. Do you guys remember the movie, the Assassin's Creed, or the Assassin's Credo, or something in those lines? Look at this all tying in here. And this dating card here is almost telling me, with this accomplice, it is almost telling me, I know there's a marriage card in here, a wedding and a marriage card, but this all started when the two of them were dating, and there was power at play. And power, this is what it's telling me, it's what I'm reading here. The powers that be made sure that they were dating, and it's led to this. What's underlying here? Couple. Dismemberment. Family. Oh no. Surveillance. Fraud. Spouse, partner. As I pulled those cards out, he started barking. And that tells me that there's an energy spike here. This reminds me of an older couple. Her mom and dad's connections. Because there was a time that this family, because her parents aren't they divorced? Divorced family. But this card here, I did not expect this card. This fake death. I did not expect the fake death here. We are onto something very because there's a lot of alleged speculation doing the rounds that he's actually not pushing daisies on the other side of Rainbow's End. But the family has been dismembered. Them as a couple have been dismembered. But there is a couple of power, of distinction behind it. There is surveillance. Somebody is watching. And this is telling me that there's fraud. Spouse and a partner. Did he by any chance got wind? There he goes. Did he get wind of the attempt? And certain protocols were put in place. Give me a second. Sorry, when he carries on like this, when I'm doing a reading, then I know there's something about it. Because he's been very calm, he's been out of my way, he's been just chilling and everything. I've done other readings today, and he didn't interfere. But now, as I said, was he aware of the attempt? Was he aware of this Assassin's Creed? And countermeasures were taken. We need to watch the footage here. We need to watch the footage very, very closely. Watch what surveillance was happening in and around that time. But she was definitely involved. Look how the partner in crime is sitting here under the accomplice. Give me another card. Let's see what the cards say. I'm just going to ask for a card to come out. That card was underlying. I've shuffled it in. Affair. An affair. Two-faced. Doing things behind somebody's back. It's not necessarily an affair, but there was also divorce rumors. Did Charlie find out about divorce rumors? And that's why the divorce rumors were there. So have a look here. That wants to come out. That card again. That card again. This card again. Crime of passion. Boat. Mountains. Okay, I'm very worried about the person that is sitting in jail at the moment. I'm very worried about the person that's sitting in jail at the moment with this card here, with this Sissy Sloshy. They need to keep him under surveillance. I'm very worried about him. But this was a crime of passion. Crime of passion. And there are some very mountainous areas. There's some very mountainous areas and water in and around the land of the pyramids and the land of Jerusalem. And this caregiver, somebody looking out for somebody. I am going to pull the dark fantasy here. I want to ask the dark fantasy. Can the dark fantasy give me any clarification? Any clarification on the Slishy Sloshy card or the affair card? Can you give me any information on that? Don't know if these two decks will play together, but let's have a look. I've never tried it. It might work, it might not work. So let's just have a look. I've never... Oh my lord. Okay, let me leave that there. Let me leave that there. I can even talk. Let's start with these. Betrayal. Look here. What card fell out? The Devil. Taming. Strength. Taming the lion. Page of Wands. There we go. Page of Wands. What did I say? The person that's currently behind bars. Need to watch him. Five of Cups. All the regret. The heavy burdens. And look here. Look here. Look at the pyramid scenario there. I know it is like a castle or something on a hill there. But if you look at that, it almost looks like a pyramid. Crossing from one country to the next. What is here? Four of Swords. Four of Swords. The bed of death. Falling on your sword. Page of Pentacles. Money. Money being presented. Money paid. Knight of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. Something had gone wrong. Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups. Gluttony. Gluttony, gluttony, gluttony. Money, 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 money. A lot of emotion. The fat cats. Eight of Cups. There was no turning back. There was no turning back. Eight of Pentacles. Doing fastidious work. Work, making money. Working fastidiously. Continue to make money. It's almost telling me printing money. Making more money. To make more money. Let me just walk this back, guys. Page of Wands. This almost, and look here, it's a female figure. Almost, it almost wants to look like a female figure. Conjuring up. Taming. Doesn't this look like her? Doesn't that look like her? With the blonde hair. Taming of the lion. There's the Devil. That is that bloody suit. It looks almost like that suit thing that she wore. A deal with the Devil. And the betrayal. The Five of Cups. The Ten of Wands. There's the attack. The Page of Pentacles. That's money being paid to a young person. A young organization. Four of Swords. There's the Death. Knight of Pentacles. Clearing the ground for new beginnings, for the planting of new seeds. All for money and glory and gluttony. Eight of Pentacles. And it's a big landfall mess. It is so deeply, deeply, deeply buried. It is so deeply buried. I don't think we'll ever know the real truth. I asked the cards in general, can they just tell me anything about it? I didn't expect to use this deck of cards mixed in with these. But you guys saw they just came flying out. They literally just came flying out. For all intents and purposes, for fun and entertainment, allegedly, it seems like there is definitely, the cards have definitely told me, and I've never really touched upon this, except for one reading that I did way back about her, and also Candace Owens. And my cards have literally just told me that there was a trap, and it's just come to me, a trap was set. A trap was set. A trap was set. And a gift. What did I say earlier? What did I say earlier? Did he get tipped off? And is that why that fake card came up? Did he get a tip off? And he formed a trap for them? And he could walk away and the beach water wash his steps away. Almost wash him into nothing. Just disappear. Just disappear. And there was a lot of egos going around. There were a lot of egos flying. Imprisonment. It's almost like he's imprisoned. He's not free to do what he needs to do. And he got out with a boat, if that's the case, by boat. Look at the spouse partner in the past, the caregiver getting him to the boat and the beach. And it was all about greed. It was all about greed. And trying to be a celebrity. Is he walking free somewhere on a beach? I literally just asked the cards to tell me something. So this has opened up a whole new ball game. Whew. And that is it from me, my friends. I will do another reading to ask a little bit more pertinent questions, in-depth questions, and I just want to see what card is going to come up. Is he is Charlie still with us, or is he pushing daisies? Upright, yes. Reverse, no. If it is upright, he is still with us. If it is in reverse, he's pushing daisies. It's upright. And I said, if it's upright, he is still with us. If it's in reverse, he's pushing daisies. He's stuck somewhere, he's hung. Page of Swords. King of Wands. Reckless. Reckless. No direction. No control. No. Rising of the Cups. The Empress. The fall of the Empress in reverse. Five of Swords in reverse. But my initial, I'm not going to delve too deeply into these ones that I have pulled further after that, but it definitely is telling me, because the first card that I asked, I said if it is upright, he's with us. If it's in reverse, he's not. Came out upright. There's no plans at the moment. Oh, the web of deception and lies that are out there. Okay, my friends, I'll speak to you soon, and I'll try and find something a little bit more light-hearted for us to talk about in the next reading. But you know, sometimes I don't know where my readings go. They sometimes it just sometimes happens. It happens organically, and when I ask one question, I get an answer, and then I've got another question. But let us see where this goes. And then again, a very, very huge congratulations to the winner of the 2,000 subscribers. Pop around to the video that I loaded with the winner on it. And it is right at the end of the video that I drew the winner. And please contact me on the email address so that I can get this lovely deck off to you. So our next goal now is 3,000. I'll speak to you guys soon. Bye-bye.